Today, you're going to get to see the progress with your own eyes. You'll see the future of recycling in action. And you'll again get to see the potential of PureCycle. Not as an idea on paper. We've all been there the last 5 to 10 years looking at the potential on paper, but as steel in the ground, strong tech in action, and as a viable manufacturing operation. A lot of good work is done in the FEU. We've done a lot of FDA testing. We've run lots of different types of feedstocks. So like we talk about feedstocks, they're all very unique, okay? Polypropylene is the most versatile plastic in the world because it's one of the lightest. You can make it act in lots of different ways. You can put different additive packages into it to make it do different things. And because of that, it makes it difficult to recycle. Okay, and so we wanted to test lots of different feedstocks in this building to make sure it worked with the process. So this area is where all the trucks will back up. We'll have a forklift, we'll jump into the back of that truck, and we will pull the bales out, and we'll move the bales around this area. At the end of the day, we are in the waste business. We are taking things that people are done with, and we're trying to repurpose it into something new and good again. I think right now we have like 7 million pounds of feed in this building. We've got another 3 to 4 million pounds in the silos. Post-consumer curbside rigid is a thing, okay? That's what people throw into their recycling bin. It gets picked up, it goes to a MRF, the MRF will sort it. This is a Pure Zero campaign we did. We dubbed it as one of the few bipartisan moments across the country, because we can take a Democrat or Republican sign and turn it into the other one, okay? That doesn't happen anywhere except at PureCycle, all right? But this is a great story, and this shows true circularity. We actually have 2 dry lines and 1 wet line. Dry lines are used to densify. So imagine that raffia bag back there, that's that white thing. Imagine that raffia bag. When you unbale it, first of all, there's so much energy in those bales. They're all wrapped up with wire. As soon as you cut those wires, it's like they spring. They open up, okay? And so we take those raffia bags and we will densify them. The wet line is a washing machine for the outside of the plastic. So when you throw your peanut butter, your mayonnaise, your yogurt cups, whatever else comes in polypropylene, when you throw that in your recycle bin, we don't want to put the mayonnaise or the yogurt inside purification. So we run it through that wash line, and we wash all that stuff off. After it gets into the system, it gets ground in a grinder here. That grinder then moves up into a washing machine. We're going to walk to the top of the washing machine. So you can see here a washing machine on the inside. There's 2 big spindles there that are spinning, and at the end of the day, if you look on the chute coming out, that's all washed plastic. This is an example of the washed flake in our process. Okay? This is flake that's coming off the line. This is raffia that's been shredded. It's headed to a grinder before it goes into the agglomeration. Okay? These are our feed silos. Okay? Someday we're gonna have a big sign on top of that just is like a beacon for PureCycle. But we put all of our feed in here. There's like 3 of one type and 1 of a different type. The details of that aren't all that important, but we got about 3 to 4 million pounds of inventory space here of prepared inventory. The thing everybody pays the least attention to is utilities, and that's until they don't work. And then when they don't work, like, bar the door, because everybody's going to go try to get it. You can't run without utilities. Year to date, Q1, steam availability is 99.8%. That is good. That's good by any standard. June last year, it's probably 50 to 60%. The cold side is where we have cooling for the agglomerators. That's the glycol. That's like the antifreeze on your car. You've got refrigeration here, which is used for some of the solvent recovery. The hot side here is where we have hot oil units, where we use to control the temperature of the process to a high level. We have a suite of 3 boilers here, 3 good boilers. Actual consumption is much less than we originally designed. That's what this means. Instead of 79%, now it's 87%. And when you translate that to the carbon footprint, it's now not 35%, it's 58%, which means that we use less than half of the carbon footprint in Ironton than what virgin polypropylene does. The building that you see on the right, that's a wastewater treatment facility. We actually have very clean water at the end of our wet line and our process. We ensure that by running a wastewater treatment facility properly. One of the great decisions made early on was to partner with KMPS to do modular design ideas. That allows us to build and deliver anywhere in the world. Okay. Another really good decision that we made was partnering with Gulfspan. Gulfspan, we invested in a facility in Beaumont, Texas, together with Gulfspan. We have a big yard. We're able to build lots of modules at the same time. So as we get ripping, we're going to be able to build and build and build very quickly. The fact that we can make co-product 1 and co-product 2 means that we are fundamentally molecular washing this stuff. And if you can do that, you can remove impurities. No matter what, the stuff on the back end is going to be better than the recycled stuff on the front. Why is it different? It's just co-product 1. This was produced off of the flake that we're running today. This was produced off the raffia that we were running yesterday, actually last week. So this gets to the point that the feedstocks have unique characteristics. And the better that you understand the feeds coming through the plant, the more you learn about the characteristics of these things, the better we're going to be long term. This is 100% post-consumer waste. People dig that. Even roofing companies that making shingles, they want a sustainability story. So if this product can be blended into the tar that's on the back and make a house more sustainable, it's good. So the point is that on every front we are learning. On every front we're developing. Even when it comes to new custom development for co-products, it's an arc, but it's leading in the right direction. In the back is the rail loading silo. We've loaded several rail cars already. You've got you've got product silos right behind the cooling tower. That's where all the finished product goes. And then now we're entering the extruder building. This is a feed extruder. If you look on the table there, you got those black patties. That's the feed that goes in. They always look a different color because the feed's always a little bit different. We have a really cool system here where we can take 2 feedstocks in at the same time. One of the areas for ripe innovation is our opportunity to feed different feeds in the system in order to create different products in the final product. I'm going to put my hand in here. You can see the feed going in. This looks like a red cup. We're kind of running right now fast food cups, so you can see it going in. This is a weigh belt feeder, which means that it'll go faster or slower depending what you got. Okay, so we're going to take a picture of folks behind the classifier. You can see the pellets coming out here. Oh my gosh, they look beautiful. You can see them here. Real pellets coming out. This is 100% PCR pellets. Okay, the flow up and down the classifier will surge a little bit because of the dynamics. Every single piece of information that we collect in the field comes in through wires and ends up in a very organized system to watch the data. We've built trends, we've built monitoring techniques, we've done a lot of things to improve the overall optimization of the plant by learning how different things work, and people sit in here 24/7. Being born digital means that you have built the proper architecture and infrastructure for growth in the future. Okay, we are going to get better and better. And sometimes you go spend money on the system that doesn't have capability for growth, and then you want to go somewhere and you can't go there until you rip it out and start over. We have built the system for good growth, good progress, and a good future.